Leading up to his week-long European trip, President Donald Trump left no doubt about what was on his mind heading into the four-nation tour. Trump tweeting that NATO member countries were still not paying their fair share of the alliance's costs. That echoing earlier complaints about NATO.
They want to protect against Russia, yet they pay billions of dollars to Russia, and we're the schmucks that are paying for the whole thing.
Trump departs Tuesday amid simmering disputes over trade and military spending with fellow Western democracies.
I mean, there have been lots of rocky periods in transatlantic relations before, but nothing maybe quite so vigorous.
Experts fear there could be a repeat of the dynamics from Trump's last trip abroad, when he admonished allies at a G7 summit before showering praise on North Korea's Kim Jong-un.
Will we be seeing a replay of that, where he goes to NATO, has a dust-up with allies, and then goes to Helsinki and meets with Putin and has a love fest as he did with Kim Jong-un?
There's intense speculation about whether Trump will rebuke or embrace Vladimir Putin when he meets the Russian leader in Helsinki at the finale of the trip. Trump has already met with Putin twice as president, including on the sidelines of a summit in Germany. But plans for a full-fledged summit had been delayed amid probes into whether Trump campaign aides coordinated with Russia to help him win the election. Putin's wish list includes an end to U.S. military exercises in Europe and the scaling back of U.S. forces there. It also offers Putin a chance to try and persuade Trump to lift some of the sanctions imposed on Russia over its 2014 annexation of Crimea and its alleged meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election.
Putin's goal for some years now, just as it was for the Soviet Union, has been to divide the West. He wants to undermine the relationship between the United States and Europe. He wants to undermine NATO. He wants to undermine the European Union. So anything he can get from Trump, where Trump just says the normal things he says, is a win for Putin.
Trump has repeatedly cast doubt on conclusions by the U.S. intelligence agencies that Russia tried to help him win, noting that Putin had strongly denied being behind the interference. U.S. officials said the two sides this time would be discussing Russian election meddling, Russia's incursion in the Ukraine, and involvement in Syria. Tracy Brown, Associated Press.